Hey there, everyone. How are you today? Just getting everything set up today. It is Monday. We are into Marketing Mondays, and I am coming to you with your tips to get you through your marketing for the week. So, this week, I want to talk to you all about all the changes that are going on inside Facebook. I'm putting this on Instagram too because I want you guys to understand that, Facebook owns Instagram. So, whatever changes we're seeing on Facebook, plan on some things happening over on Instagram too. So as things get rolled out, things get kind of crazy inside Facebook, just understand that there's a good chance this stuff is going to trickle down into the Instagram world. And so just having some idea of what to expect and how to handle everything is super important. So today, first of all, I want to talk about, it seems like, man, I would say the last month or so, it's like Facebook does a surprise, we're doing something new. Surprise, you got a new desktop feed. Surprise, you got a new Facebook page on your phone and how to manage all of your business. And so it's stressing out a lot of business owners. And so I wanted to just come to you real quick. I got a lot of notes, and so I'm going to try to keep it quick. So we're going to kind of focus on some different things. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is if you as a business owner are on your desktop feed a lot, which Facebook just is better on the desktop version when you're a business and you're trying to manage your business page. So lots of business owners I talk to are on the desktop feed, and everybody has been telling me it's been an absolute disaster. And mine rolled over officially probably about 2 weeks ago. And so I've been playing around with it for a while so I could at least give you some insight into it. And if you're one of those people, I don't know, raise your hand if change is not something that you enjoy. Me, I do not like change, and it seems like all of the social media platforms are always wanting to change some things. It's like they think that they want to do things better. They're trying to keep up with other platforms, and so there's constant changes. And so I do not like to handle those changes. And so I'm one of those that like to dig in my heels and say, Facebook, turn it back. We want it back where it was. But I'm sure there's a method to their madness about changing all the things up. Let's hope so, and let's be positive about it. Remember, I'm a positive person. So let's talk about the desktop feed. If you have gotten on your desktop feed, I will tell you the new version is extremely clunky. I don't understand why they do it, and it's a complete disaster. So I don't like how the look of it is. When we as business owners, we were accessing our page, we had all of the navigation to the different settings and all the stuff was at the top of the page. Now we're running everything is on the sides. So as you are navigating, if you need to update your settings or you need to update your page hours or something like that, you have to navigate on the left hand side. I guess their idea is we're making it wider so people can see more and they can have more information. And honestly, it looks like one of those things where, there's all these, it's like when you drive downtown and there's just billboards everywhere and it's just a visual disaster. That's pretty much where I where I feel like it when it comes to the desktop feed of the Facebook thing. But if you need to, when you are logging into your account, you will find you can access your business page at the top of the screen and on the left hand side. So you have two different options when it comes to that. Again, why I have no idea. So make sure that you are just noticing that. Now, the nice thing is when you click on some of these things, I always tell you to go through your settings. You gotta make sure your settings are correct, right? So if you click on your settings, when you actually click inside the settings, nothing changed inside there. It's just like the top face of everything for a business owner. The top part of it changed. So it's trying to figure out where all some of those things are. Now there's a few things that have changed inside if you click on some of those menu options, but really it's just the front of it. So, but again, I do want to encourage you as business owners, it's always good to double check your settings in everything that you do, probably like once a month, maybe every couple months, to just make sure that Facebook and an update that they did that one of your settings didn't get shut off or turned around or added extra things to it. It's always good to just double check your settings. So make sure you do that. Now you currently have the option where you can switch back to the previous version of the desktop feed. However, it's not going to last for very long. They're just going to make it permanent at some point. So you might as well just dig in and start figuring it out. That's pretty much where I was at because I was like, if I'm going to have to switch anyway, I might as well learn right away, right? So that's super important for you to do. So make sure you do that. I'm trying to go through all of my things. Okay, so the other thing is if you are somebody um, that likes to like type up drafts. I do this a lot where I will type up drafts when I'm ready to, when I'm working on post ideas, but I don't finish them because maybe I want a different picture or I want to maybe I know that I have a national holiday coming up and I have a time I want to take a picture of something I'm doing tomorrow that I want to add to that scheduled post, okay? But I'll put it in the draft form. Well, the drafts are completely messed up right now. So today, for example, I was working on a draft post for somebody and I had uploaded a picture from my phone inside the new app, which I'll get to in a second. And then I went to access the draft inside my desktop. And the second I clicked edit, instead of editing it so I could correct the picture, correct the text, it automatically published it. I wasn't ready to publish it. I wanted to edit it. So there's a glitch in there. So if you are somebody that is really big on getting drafts, then just know that when you hit that draft, it's going to go live and you're going to have to delete it right away. But before you delete it, make sure you copy it and paste it so you don't lose it, okay? So that's the one thing, which leads me to the next thing, which is the app on your phone. So Facebook did an update. So every business owner, you all know that you're supposed to use the Pages Manager app up to this point. You should not. You can use the blue icon for actually seeing your personal Facebook feed and that kind of stuff. But as far as posting on your business page, you needed the Pages Manager app. If you haven't done that, then you haven't missed this. But if you have been on the Pages Manager app, you will know that you're going to start to see that update into the business suite. So the orange flag's going away. Instead, you're going to have a business suite, which I don't understand it, but whatever. I guess they're trying to figure out ways to update things, right? So now we've switched into the business suite. I have had the business suite for about a week. I'm not a fan of that either. Again, I really wish Facebook would just leave stuff alone because it seems like they get something really good and working and they're like, oh, we got to change it. We got to do all these things. So the business suite, what I have seen is it has a completely different look, a completely different feel in it. You have to really kind of get through and navigate it. When you see let's go back to draft posts for a second. You cannot access your draft posts. You can only access your scheduled posts and your published posts. Draft has just disappeared, and I'm hoping that's a glitch and they're going to fix it. That's the one bummer about when you get the new app is I'm sure they're tweaking things on this behind the scenes. But as far as drafts go, it's really going to be hard to do drafts. You can't do them on your phone. You cannot create a draft. It's either published or scheduled. They don't even give you the option for drafting. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. So if you're one of those that needs the drafts, make sure that you are confident. I would almost use your notes app on your phone and come up with your posts, copy and paste it in there, and just plan on scheduling or posting. Don't even worry about drafting anything because drafts are just not even available on the phone. Like I said, they're available on your desktop, but if you want to edit them, good luck because it's going to post it instead of giving you the option to edit it. So that's what I want you to remember as well. It's kind of clunky. You kind of have to figure out, navigate your way through it. So right now I'm still trying to figure it out, but I did want to give you some of those insights that I have learned so far this week since I have downloaded it, just to kind of keep you guys up to date. The third thing I want to talk to you about is the terms and services, or the terms of service that Facebook announced. That is already in play. And so what does that mean? That means that Facebook there's a potential for, if they feel like your page is inciting violence or is giving misinformation, that they will shut your page down. So what that means for you is, first of all, it's super important. I tell all my business owners, you got to have more than one administrator on your business page. Because if, for instance, that you get your personal page shut down because Facebook deemed you as sending out misinformation, that kind of stuff, lots of people are saying censorship. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm not going to confirm or deny that. but you want to make sure that you have another administrator on your page just in case your personal page gets shut down, because if you it's just you and your personal page gets shut down, you have no way to access and get into your business page, which means your business page is out there all by itself with nobody managing it, which is a scary thing to do. So make sure you have a second administrator on it. And then I want you to make sure from your personal standpoint, go into your business and into your personal Facebook account and go to your settings and set up two-factor authentication. That just means if somebody logs into your account that is not your account, or they're logging into your account from somewhere in Texas and you're in Omaha, you get a notification on your phone that says, "Hey, somebody is trying to log into your account in Texas. Is this the right person, or has your account been is invalid or whatever?" So, or is this fraudulent, basically? So by setting up two-factor authentication, it notifies you if somebody's trying to access your account from another platform, another location that they have not noticed that before. So that just protects you from hackers. So make sure you have to do that. If there's anything that you do before bedtime, if you're going to be scrolling through Facebook, get your settings figured out. Set up the two-factor authentication. Talk to your spouse or to a good friend of yours or whatever that you trust, and put them as an administrator on your business page. It's so important. Like I said, we got to protect your business as best as you possibly can. And those are the two best ways to do that. So the other thing, and I'm still researching this, so if you get some information, let me know. They're starting to crack down on health and wellness private Facebook groups. I still don't know exactly what all that means. So if you are in the health and wellness industry, let me know. I do know that they're going to really start restricting if you start using, like, somebody used your product and lost 50 pounds. They're going to definitely be watching for that kind of stuff. They could shut down the groups. They could restrict whether or not that your group is recommended to other people that are searching for the same type of thing. Like I said, I'm still researching that one. So I'm digging into that one a little bit. But if you are in the health and wellness industry, be aware, and now's a good time for you to start researching the companies that you follow, see how they're handling things, watch how they're wording things, because there's ways that you can clean things up and protect your business that way. So that's the other thing I want to make sure of it. So after I've beaten you down with all of these different things, all these changes that are going on, I still want to encourage you. Facebook, Instagram, social media is amazing platform for businesses. Yeah, we have some hoops to jump. Yeah, we have a few things to deal with. Um, Really, it just comes down to, let's manage our integrity correctly and make sure we're sharing information that's correct. Make sure you're protecting yourself, and you have credible, you're a credible resource. Okay. Your customers, first of all, need that anyway, right? So we would be doing that anyway. So it's super important. I mean, the fact that we can connect with people all across the country, across the nations, through a platform such as this is amazing. And for small businesses, this has been huge for us. Think about when Corona hit and everybody was in quarantine, and people were having to, they're on their phones a lot, they're connecting and they're doing all these things. This is great. This is an opportunity for us as business owners to develop relationships with people that are already on the platform. And here's the deal. If you are a business owner and you are providing valuable posts on your business page that are helping your customers, because you understand what your customers are thinking about and how your products and services can really help them, especially during this time, you are giving them, you're being a huge service to them. You are providing amazing resources with your products and services to your customers that are already on their phone. Okay. So I will tell you, for instance, with all of the election stuff that's going on and the craziness of what's going on in our nation, is I have managed to unfollow so many different pages, so many different people right now, just because I'm coming to the Facebook platform because I want to watch what my eyes see, and I want to sometimes I just want to get away and I just want to sit and look at cute sweaters, and I want to look at funny memes, and I want to do funny things. I don't want to I don't want to deal with some of that stuff. So I've unfollowed a lot of people. So there's a lot of people out there. Are look at what your customers are doing. Do your customers really want to engage in all of this stuff? You are a business that provides some amazing products and services. And by you sticking with what you do best and promoting and talking about how great your products are and how helpful they can be to your customers while they're sitting there trying to relax for the day, you are an oasis for them in the middle of a desert because it's hard to find quality stuff right now. So now's the time for us to step up on a free platform. As business owners, man, we don't have a lot of budget, right? Especially in the world that we're living in today. We want to keep tight on all of the money that we have. So we got to use the free business platforms that we have, Facebook and Instagram. So I want to encourage you, make sure if you have a product, take some really good pictures of them. And if you want to, and then showcase them. And then the other thing is, I can't have been preaching to you the last 2 weeks, but you guys have to start doing Facebook Lives. I'm doing Facebook Lives. You got to start doing Facebook Lives. Why? Because people want to connect. We are starving for connection with real human beings. And what better way to showcase yourself as a real human being than slapping yourself up on a live video? Okay. I can pre-record this and make this look all flowery and beautiful and completely like put together or do whatever, but I want you to see who I am as a real person, and I can engage with you and I can be more real when I'm in more of a live setting. It's like going to a conference. When you go to a conference, you feel the energy, you get to meet people and you get to connect with different people. Live video is the same way. So whether you're hanging out in the Facebook, if that's where your customers hang out, or if your customers hang out on Instagram, do live video. You have to do live video. It's just a good way for you to connect. And I'll give you some ideas. So if you're wondering, well, what could I do for live video? Well, you could do, if you are a brick and mortar, you could do a live video of making, let's just say you're a coffee shop. You could do a live video of making the most popular drink that we have right now in the fall. Maybe it's a pumpkin spice latte. I don't know. Maybe it's a new drink. One of my customers has a candy corn latte, I think. I have no idea what that is, but my goodness, candy corn is awesome. So I would watch that, okay? So if you have, let's just say you have another product. Let's just say you have a sweater or something like that. Or how about a scarf? Scarves are fun too. Um, Lots of people, what questions do your customers ask you about a lot? So for scarves, I am one that I have no idea how to wear a scarf. Um, I actually was given a cute little blanket scarf, and I have no idea how to wear it. Everybody, like one of my friends, she wears scarves all the time. She looks amazing with them. So half the time when she comes in and I see her, I'm like, how did you do that? How did you put that around so it looks so nice or whatever? Well, if you have scarves, why don't you do a live video on some tutorials of ways that you can wear a scarf? Something like that. Whatever questions your customers are always asking you, that's what you need to do a Facebook or Instagram live video on. Just come to them providing some amazing resources. There's a boutique that I follow that's in the town, a couple towns away from where I'm at. And I love watching their Facebook lives. Those girls, they have a boutique, and those girls do runway shows like once or twice a week. Every time they get new stuff in, there's 4 of them, and they just do runways. They come out and they're like, this is this product, this is this cute little dress, check it out. And the girl turns around and she's giggling and they're having a good time, but their Facebook group has blown up because people just love watching the girls interact with each other because they're real humans and they're showing some fun things. And I know this one girl, she twirled, and she was talking about just how it kind of how it laid or something like that. And one of the people that was watching it commented and was like, that was the question I was going to ask, is it looks like it would lay differently than how it actually lays on your body, because they had the hang up, this is what it looks like, this is what it looks like on a person. Okay, so when you are showcasing some things like that, what are the questions that people are asking? You want to do live video. It's a great opportunity for you to connect with your customers, and it's fun too. You get to banter back and forth. You get to answer questions if you get them. So that's what I want you to do. I'm going to put a link to my tips and tricks, practical tips and tricks that I used when I was learning how to do live video as well. And I'm not talking Like, yeah, I can give you ideas on what to come up with, but these are practical things that I use, like depending on the type of camera I use, because I felt more comfortable in front of one camera versus the other camera. So they're practical tips that will help you overcome the fear of the live video. So make sure you check the comments. I'll put them in the comments at the end. After I'm all said and done, so that way you guys can access it and get it, because I know that that'll help you overcome that fear. If you need help, like coaching you on like trying to figure out what you're supposed to do next, like I'm on social, don't understand what I can do, let me know too. I'm actually giving out I'm doing $75 for an hour session for me to brainstorm with you, give you a good running idea of what you need to do next on your business. I actually just did that with another customer last week, and just helping them figure out what they want to do. What's their next step? They had the platform, they had an idea of what they wanted to do. They just needed some direction as far as how to come up with graphics and how to put them together, how to navigate with the group that they're all compiling different information together. So if you need some help with that, 75 bucks, I'll get on a Zoom call with you. I like to do face to face because I'm, like I said, I'm a person. I like to connect people wise, and I like to see people. So if that's something you're interested, send me a DM. I'll get you on the calendar and we'll get you figured out. So that way we can get it. It's Monday. I have time this week still where I can catch in with you. So if you need some stuff and you want to get handled this week, let me know, because then we can get that taken care of right away. So that is the tips that I want you to remember. Okay, how to handle the desktop change, how to handle the new the business suite on your phone, the terms and services, all that stuff that's updated. Be alert if you're in the health and wellness industry on how things are changing in that, and I'll keep you posted as I learn more about that. And then make sure you utilize it anyway, even though there's all these little weird hangups. It's still the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, those all, even you could do YouTube and all those kinds of things, but that's still, they're free options that you can still use to connect with your customers. And it's so important nowadays, especially as we're getting into the winter months, as people are in the shopping mode. People are still spending money. So if you are in the industry that quarter four is a big one for you, that has been in the past, now's the time. Get on social media. It's free. Do it. Now, I will tell you, Facebook ads, I'll have to come back and talk to you about these in maybe next week or the week after, where I talk about Facebook ads. Hold off on Facebook ads right now. If you are toying around with Facebook ads, hold off on those right now. With the election stuff in the nation, Facebook ads, I just saw a thread of people that were just beside themselves on how the Facebook ads are not getting the reach that they are right now, and that's because of all of the advertising dollars that are being spent with all the election stuff. So if you're wanting to do Facebook ads, hold up a bit. I will talk to you about those later. Don't spend money on those right now, just because I feel like the reach is not going to be the best bang for your buck right now. So we'll come back and talk about that later. But if you have any other questions or need anything else, send me a DM. Let's get together so I can help you navigate it. Even if you need me to do a screen share and we talk about how to navigate all of the new changes on your phone or on desktop too, I'd be happy to help you. So that's what I have for you. Join me next week as we're going to give you some more tips for Marketing Monday. Have a good one.